Our first guest is known for her role in the Carol Burnett show and Mama's Family, but she's also a comedian and spent the summer touring the country with her two-woman show. Vicki Lawrence is raising awareness about a chronic condition that is no laughing matter and joins us now alongside allergist Dr. Travis Miller. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And Vicki, tell us about some of the latest projects that you're involved in.
Well, I've perfected my cooking this past year. During that lockdown, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm starting to go out on tour a little bit again, which is so nice to get out and see my peeps. I missed everybody so much. A lot of places still aren't opening back up yet, so I hope next year's going to be much better. But yeah, I'm dipping my toe. Got a little bit of a fall schedule, so get on my website, VickiLawrence.com, and maybe I'll be in your neighborhood.
Oh, that would be awesome.
A little bit.
That would be great.
Just
we would love to have you
doing my show, you know.
Yes. And
yeah.
I understand, Vicki, you have chronic hives. Can you tell us about the condition and your diagnosis?
Yeah, I was diagnosed about 8 years ago when I woke up one morning with the palms of my hands itching. And I said to my husband, go buy a lottery ticket, honey, because I think we're coming into a lot of money tonight. And we laughed about it. And when it wouldn't stop, I went in the kitchen and I soaked my hands in ice water. Fast forward to the next morning when I wake up with my hands itching again. And I said, it's like Groundhog Day. Fast forward to a little later when I'm walking the dogs and my whole body starts itching. And when I got home and lifted up my t-shirt, I had welts everywhere that I had scratched myself. And Al said, you better get to the allergist because something's going on, honey. So I went to the allergist and he said, almost everybody breaks out in hives at some point in their life. It's probably nothing. We will get rid of it. Not to worry. So he did everything that you can think of that you would do for an allergic reaction. Meantime, at home, I'm doing everything you can think of that you would try for an allergic reaction. I'm assuming it's something I ate. It's a soap I've changed. It's a cosmetic I've changed. My daughter said, get on an elimination diet, Mom. One of my friends said, stop drinking the red wine, Vicki. It's the tannins in the red wine. I said, if I stop drinking the red wine, I'm going to lose my mind. And I tried everything. I tried to blame myself. 6 weeks went by. Nothing changed. I've still got the hives. The doctor said, I'm going to diagnose you with CIU, which is also now known as CSU, which is chronic spontaneous urticaria. And the doctor can explain to you better than I can what that is.
Yeah, Dr. Miller, what are the signs and symptoms of CSU?
Yeah, so each patient will present a little bit differently, but there's three areas that we really want to focus on. The chronic, we call it chronic if it's been there for at least 6 weeks. Some patients that they've had it for much longer than that. The S stands for spontaneous. That means that there's no identifiable trigger. And you heard with Vicki's story, she was looking for a cause, something she'd changed, something she did wrong. But in this case, there won't be an identifiable cause. And then the last part is the urticaria, or hives, welts. Those are red itchy spots that patients develop on their body. They come and go, and they're some sort of unpredictable. So if we see a patient who has all three of those, we're very likely to move towards a diagnosis of chronic spontaneous urticaria.
And Dr. Miller, if someone does have CSU, what steps should they take?
Well, the biggest thing that we want is for them to connect with an allergist. We think that as allergists who are physicians, specialists that are trained in allergy, asthma, and immunologic conditions, they're probably the best partner for patients who have chronic hives, and they can help with the diagnosis, the management, and the treatment plan. So we really want to encourage patients to reach out. And I think Vicki has some resources how patients can do that.
Perfect. Thank you both so much, Vicki Lawrence and Dr. Miller. For more about Vicki's story, visit csunU.com.